What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over basically my entire checklist for starting a new business. And I got some really exciting news. Me and my wife actually decided to invest in some equipment in order to start a new brand for personalization. So we bought an embroidery machine, brand new. We also bought a Cameo 4 to make stickers, vinyl cutter, things like that. And we also bought a heat press. So we're going to go into the apparel decorating business. We could have done this print on demand, but we really want to keep those margins super, super high so we can have more money to spend on advertisement and acquisition cost. So I just wanted to go through with you today in this video our breakdown of exactly everything we did up until this point. We just launched ads yesterday, so I'm going to be showing you all the good juicy content inside of Ads Manager. As you already know, I share all my data with you, so stay tuned for those videos. But in this video, I want to talk about what led us up until yesterday's ad launch and kind of just go over everything that we did to get started and ready for this business. So obviously, if you haven't already, watch the video I did on niche selection. Super important. Before you get anything started on this list we're about to go over, it's important to know your niche and your customer avatar. That is what you're selling into what niche and who your avatar is, male, female, age demographics, things like that. So once you're already set in stone with what you want to do and move forward with, this is the next step of starting a business. We have already discussed that privately, and we're moving forward with a very specific niche, and it's going to be personalized garments as well as some home decor. All right, so let's dive on into this little keynote I presented for you, all super professional. Let me know in the comments below if you like this or if I'm leaving anything out while we go through this. All right. So starting a new brand in 2023. Again, this is if you already have your avatar. You don't want to sign up for a Shopify store and get everything set up and you just change your mind later. So figure out what your avatar is, put a bullseye out there, a target out there, and let's aim for this goal together. Okay. So starting a new brand in 2023. Let's go. All right. So all the things that are business related, we had to form a new LLC. We registered a new DBA. Now, the reason why we registered a DBA that is owned by the LLC is just in case the concept and niche we're going into doesn't work, right? We find that we can't sell our products in this niche and we want to change the brand name in the future. We just need to register a new DBA while keeping the same LLC. So this is completely up to you. And again, I'm not a CPA, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a lawyer. This is just what I did. Okay. So you can do things differently. This is how I typically structure a new store. This way, if I want to kind of like create some more stores in the future or some more brands, I can use this same LLC for the manufacturing of the apparel and home goods. And then I have a new DBA as well, which means doing business as. Okay. So this is how I do it. Multiple DBAs under one LLC. And so all the taxes are way easier and things like that for the accountant. All right. So register the DBA. Next is to apply for the EIN number. Once you have your EIN number, which is your federal tax ID number, then you can go ahead and get a seller's permit. Now, what a seller permit allows me to do is several things, but one of them, most importantly, is not pay taxes on the blank garments that I'm ordering through wholesale manufacturers. Okay, super important, and it definitely adds a lot of savings, especially in California, where you would need to add 7% on to every garment that I purchase. I get to save now because I'm reselling this, and I'm going to be charging my customers in California taxes on their goods that are on the goods sold. Right, so. Seller's permit, super, super important if you want to save on the blanks and not pay taxes. Things like heat press vinyl, right? Also, you can not pay taxes on that. All the equipment and things I'll need to pay taxes on because it's not going to be resold to someone else that will pass that tax burden on to someone else. And then last but not least, open up your business bank account. Keep this thing entirely separate. It's going to save you a ton of headaches in the future. If your personal business account is not attached to this business, it's going to be way easier for your bookkeeper and CPA once your brand explodes, which I have no doubt it will. If you're watching this channel, we're going to be growing this brand together. Okay. So this is literally starting from zero, fresh, brand new. I've never embroidered in my life. I've never made stickers in my life. We're starting this from scratch. We're doing it as a fun, family-owned small business. Okay, so that's all the business stuff. Once we move on from the business, this shows that you're official. This shows that you're real, that you're really devoted. You took the time to do all these things on this checklist. Then we move on to the next step, which is gathering our web assets. Okay, so it's super important. right out the gate, whether you're going to use some of these platforms or not, it's super important just to have them so you have that at handle, right? So web domain, got to secure that, right? That's where a Shopify store is based on. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. And again, you might not use TikTok or Pinterest right now, but you're going to want to secure that handle so it's the same across the board. So if it's like, let's say Traveler's Companion, get travelerscompanion.com, get facebook.com/Traveler's Companion, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, right? You want to have that same branding element across all the platforms. So when someone sees your ad, maybe you're doing some multi-channel marketing, they're going to know it's exactly who you are, right? One's not like Traveling Companion USA and the other one's other things, right? You want to keep it all very much well branded with the same tags if you can, or get as close as possible if you can. After we do that, we're going to set up our Shopify store. So now it's time to set up your Shopify store. So sign up for Shopify. I put here Impulse theme. That's just because most of the customers that I have currently through my agency work are using this theme, and it really has so many features built into it that you don't need a whole bunch of apps in order to get the look and feel and customer journey you're going for. Impulse theme from Archetype Themes has a lot of built-in features that I absolutely love, and it's super easy to edit. I have no affiliation with them. I just love their themes and recommend that most of my clients use them if they aren't already. And then I decided to start this store off on the right foot with the Impulse theme. Triple Whale, as you know, Facebook ads attribution is absolutely terrible. So to make sure that the sales being reported, the sales that are coming through on Shopify are being properly reported to the ad set, ad, and campaign that we're running them from, we have to use Triple Whale or some other attribution software. And the only other two apps that I installed on Shopify is the Vitals app. Now, this is like a 20-in-1 features app that I really like, but I'm specifically using this in the beginning just for two of their apps included in Vitals, which is their visitor recordings, super important, and then the Messenger app, which just allows a little icon on the bottom right. They click on it and they can message you via Facebook, right? So they can get in contact with you. It's super awesome because, again, in e-commerce, we have the benefit of not having a brick and mortar store. However, we don't have sales associates that can help guide the customer into the perfect product for them. Maybe they want some recommendations. Maybe we want to know about size and fit. If you have a button on there that's really easily accessible to somebody, say, hey, I'm 5'2", what size should I buy? The Messenger app really goes a long way to increase conversion rates. So highly recommend that. Again, that's a part of Vitals app. And the last one is Clavio for email. We just want to set up our abandoned checkout. In the beginning, that's really the only flow you should be focused on is abandoned checkout. You can't do browser abandonment yet because you don't have their email address and they haven't opted into email. And you can't do, what's the other one? Cart abandonment, right? It's only checkout abandonment when they type in their email address and then bounce off the page. We want to retarget these people with basically a 5 email sequence. It's just saying, hey, quick reminder, you forgot something in your cart, come back and buy now. Then you want to add some urgency and say something along the lines of your cart's about to expire, buy now. If they don't buy after the second email goes through, then we start incentivizing them with some coupon codes just to scrape all the, the bottom of the barrel, get all the money that's left on the table. Maybe they didn't buy your product because of the cost. If we offer them 15 or 20% off as a discount for their first time purchase, they might come back and buy. And that flow alone can generate 10, 15, 20% of overall revenues from email. So super important. And I picked Clavio as my email provider because it does integrate well with Triple Whale. Now, I know a lot of people can use Vitals for this as well. They have an email feature. Shopify has their own email feature as well. And Privy's another one people like a lot. But me personally, I love having everything in my Triple Whale dashboard. That's a one dashboard to rule them all, as they say. And I can see all my information there across all platforms: Google, Facebook, TikTok, Clavio, email. Everything is all right in one dashboard. All right, so once our store is set up, then we want to get ready for ads, okay? So the first thing I do is install Google Tag Manager, and then through Google Tag Manager, I install Google Analytics 4. Now, long story short, you know about the Facebook pixel by now. Essentially, it's like a cookie on your website that allows Facebook to track. Google Tag Manager is just a simple way to keep track of all your pixels. So you have a TikTok pixel, a Google pixel, a Facebook pixel. GTM4 allows you to add and manage all of those from the Google platform, which is Tag Manager. Then you want to set up a new Business Manager account if you haven't already. Also set up a new ad account in the new Business Manager. You want to get a new Facebook pixel, install that on your store as well. Verify your domain. Very important to do this within your business manager settings. Verify that domain so you can send traffic to it. And then get Meta Business Manager. Now, that is an app on your phone that allows you to communicate with your inboxes. So if someone's messaging you on Facebook page, the inbox there, you can access that in the Meta Business Manager, as well as if any DMs that come through on Instagram. This happens a lot when you're running a lot of ads, okay? You're going to a lot of questions coming through from customers and website visitors, and we just want to be there when they're reaching out. So we have the Messenger app installed on the website so they can see the little icon. We also want to make sure if they're reaching out via DM on Facebook or Instagram, we can have access to those communication lines as well. Once all of this is set up, we want to go the extra mile, okay? So this is where your brand really stands out. If I'm buying a simple t-shirt and there's 50 other competitors out there selling the same t-shirt, how do we over-incentivize the customer to come back and really fall in love with our brand? And that is through the branding elements, aka going the extra mile, all right? So what I like to do on my website is have the custom trust badges. Everyone has the generic ones. If you're selling to a specific niche, like let's just say you're selling to surfers and you have like the little free shipping icon with a surfboard on top of it, or maybe you're into cycling and you have like a mail carrier on a bicycle instead of a car. All these little elements really go the extra mile again. They really, really elevate your brand from all the other clutter that they're seeing in their timeline, because you're not just competing with other brands selling to the same niche. You're competing with everyone running ads on Facebook, right? People don't have unlimited amounts of money. If you do, congrats. But all those little extra elements that go the extra mile really can boost your conversion rate and bring you that brand identity and brand voice that you're looking for and that your customer wants to resonate with. Okay. Order process images. So we're doing some custom apparel stuff. And whether the client is uploading a photo or they're adding a name to something, we want to be able to quickly process that and show them how simple it is, because it's a custom piece and they might get confused with the process of how do they order this custom piece. We want to clearly show them with a demonstration or a visual, an illustration about how they upload their photo, how they add their name, how the artwork gets, the artwork proof scenario goes, revisions, all that kind of stuff. The more clarity that you can show on your website for the order process that happens when they buy the product, everything that happens between buying it and receiving the item, again, the more clarity you offer to your customer that doesn't get that one-on-one time with you in a brick and mortar store, it goes a long way and boosts your conversion rate. Okay. Then you got to have custom poly mailers. I use Sticker Mule for this. I know there's other competitors out there, but Sticker Mule has done me good in the past. So I use them for the custom poly mailers. That's what we're shipping our garments out in, right? The packaging. Also custom hang tags. So here's an example of a hang tag, real simple cardstock here that has the little thing on the top. And what this allows us to do is just use the hang tag gun and apply it to the t-shirt. Again, it's an extra branding element, especially when you're selling something at a high price. If you're just using like a regular, it says Gildan in the back and there's not these little elements, like the perceived value of your product goes way down if you don't have this kind of customization. Okay. So printed neck labels is something we're doing as well. Eventually moving on to the sewn in neck labels. Again, if you're selling a $60 hoodie, you need to make sure that everything about it, from the packaging to the hang tag to the messaging, everything says that was worth $60. Okay. So hang tags is an awesome element to add if you're selling garments, as well as the package inserts. Now the package inserts do two things. One, it's just saying thank you. This is an example of one I got from Huel. It's a meal replacement company that I buy from. All these little happy customers over here on the side, right? But the back is where this really comes into play, okay? So the back says, get $15 off Huel, refer a friend to Huel, and you'll both get $15 off your next order, okay? Incentivizing them to spread the word to their local community about the product that they just bought and will hopefully love. How? You just need a Huel account and a friend. For more information, go to huel.com/Huel, and it says shop at Huel. Click been referred by a friend, enter your friend's details, and you get $15 off. Okay, so we're incentivizing not only the person who bought the item, but the person who is thinking about buying the item with the big heavy discount. And this discount, think about it, $15. Their acquisition cost is more likely more than this. Okay, so Huel is making more money on this $15 off than they would putting an ad in front of someone's face. Okay, so Next thing here, we have win Huel. So the other half of it says win $100 of Huel, and it says use hashtag Huel use hashtag Huel to be in with a chance. How? Share and tag fun pictures of you enjoying Huel in cool locations. Be creative, but stay safe, people. Okay. And it has their Instagram, their Facebook, and their Twitter account right down here. Again, they want people to share this content. They want them to tag them in these posts, and they can reshare it on their platform. This is a great way to not only get a new first-time customer by referring a friend, but also get tons of content that you can use for social proof. That user-generated content, it's a buzzword now in e-commerce. And this is a great way to do it for free, just with your customers, or giving a $15 incentive for someone to spread the word and get their friends to buy Huel as well. All right. Most of the time, think about it. You have a gym buddy you go to the gym with all the time. He's over here with this nasty protein powder that all clunks up. It's like it's grainy and sandy, right? And you're like drinking this Huel shake, cafe latte flavor, my favorite. No affiliation with Huel, by the way. I just love the product. And he's like, he wants to try one day. And he's like, oh, wow, that was really good. Well, hey, man, I got a $15 off coupon if you want to do it. We both get $15 off. That person's more than likely going to buy it using your coupon code, and then you get to save money. So it's a win-win for everybody involved, right? So again, they're using this half of it to promote the refer a friend, and then this half of it to collect their UGC. All right, so super important. I never will ever launch a brand without all of these things here, from the custom trust badges, the order process images, the custom poly mailers, super important, the hang tags, and the package inserts. And then obviously, in order to a Shopify store, no matter what theme you have, it's going to look bare bones if you don't have content. Okay, so the next part is to create the content. So what we did was we created 12 products for friends and family that fit our avatar. Okay, so we didn't pick everybody. We picked people that most closely identify with our customer base. So if we're going after, let's say, soccer moms, we want to reach out to our soccer mom friends, not all the other friends we have in the world. We want just the soccer moms, so we can, have them wearing the t-shirts or the garments at the soccer games. They understand the carpooling of a lot of kids in your car. Maybe it's the smelly cleats and pads and all that kind of stuff, right? The grass stains. Again, super important to create content around your avatar as well. If you're selling maybe like gym apparel, right? For like people who are super jacked and into fitness, you might not want to have someone who's like super skinny or super overweight in your creative. Unless you're going for those markets, you really want to go after that one avatar and you want to show them in the content. Okay. So pick 12 friends, get some free products sent out to them. They're going to create some photos for you. They're going to leave some honest reviews on your website, and stores with reviews perform better than stores without reviews, but we all start from scratch. So in order to get these things rolling, get content in, get the Instagram tags coming in, we're going to want to use, at least 12 friends. All right. Next thing we do is schedule a photo shoot. Hey, I'm giving you a free t-shirt, a free hoodie, a free hat, whatever it might be. Now, in return, I'd love to schedule a photo shoot with you and your family. Let's go out to this location. We'll buy lunch. Again, we're investing in the brand identity. We're investing in the content we need, not only for ads, but product photos, telling the brand story, setting that brand tone and voice, and showing we're a part of this thing. Okay. Everyone's using mockups right now. Everyone's using placeit.net, right? And that's fine, I guess, but you're going to go a lot farther if you can create content in your local community for your specific niche. It's just, we all see the same photo over and over again of the girl on the beach, right, with the surfboard. It's like, I've seen this for 47 ads. It's really strange how it's the same exact post for every single one of those people, right? So again, if you have the means to do so, which if you're starting a business, I hope you do, you can create these, samples, schedule a photo shoot with your friends, and get some really great creative, not only for ads, but on your website as well. And then the last thing I did, this is something new. A lot of talk about UGC, tons of agencies out there offering this as a service. So I wanted to test out Billo. It's got some pretty decent reviews. Tons of content creators are on there. And what we did was bought a 5-pack. It was like $350. And for that, I got about 60 entries of influencers and creators that wanted to get some free merch. So we picked out 5 this morning, and we're in the process of creating their product. We'll send it out to them, and in return, they're going to give us 30-second videos going over our product, from a standard unboxing video to like going into the quality. the fast shipping time, the ordering process, all the things. So at this point, we're paying for customers, right? We're giving them freebies. We're paying for the content they're going to create. But this is like professional, more professional than just like your mom or your sister creating a video. Unless they're really great at creating videos, most people don't have like the persona to like get on video or don't even want to be on video, let alone being in a photo maybe. So go to the professionals. I'm testing this out, so I'll keep you posted with how those work, not only with the ads, but the content that we get back from them. All right. So that is all that I have for this checklist. Now I'm really excited because, again, I said we launched these ads yesterday, and so many times I get feedback on this channel or messages in my DMs like, okay, you have these brands you started a few years ago, whether it was during the COVID hype when everyone was on social media buying things, or brands that are like 5-6 years old. It's a different economy. It's way too competitive. It's way harder to start a new brand in 2023. Well, I'm here to tell you I am doing it. And not only did I invest in the samples, the website, the business formation, the theme, Cameo, all the things I listed in this video, but I also invested a lot of money in the equipment that we can manufacture these things in-house. Now, why did we do this? Because I have full conviction that we're going to be able to scale this thing to at least 6 figures by the end of the year, hopefully, and then 7 figures next year and grow it. And, I like to have a better margin on my product so I can offer it at a reasonable price, still have 70 to 75% margins on that product. And I'll be able to outspend everyone who's doing the same thing in the print on demand world, because they're paying $50 for cogs, where my cogs will be $18. Okay. So the more margin you have, the more you can spend on client acquisition and building your customer list. Okay. So that's really it for today's video. If you have any questions, or if I left out anything that you do when you're starting a new business or brand, please let me know in the comments below, and don't be shy. I promise I don't bite. If you have a question about anything we discussed on this channel, Facebook ads, business, whatever it is, please leave them in the comments below, and we will chat it up and get you a solution, or maybe I'll learn something from you as well. I learn every single day. Again, I've invested in a lot. I've invested a lot of money in masterminds, courses, groups, workshops, on the whole game of e-commerce. I'm entering and getting my feet wet in something new with the production and manufacturing side. I'm going to share all the knowledge with you that I can possibly can, but a lot of times I learn from you guys and my clients' stores as well. So that's it for today's video. I really hope you get value out of it. And again, please like, subscribe if you did. We'll see you in the next video. As always,